Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going over my Sephora sale recommendations. If you're not aware, the sale starts on the 11th. I will post a picture showing the amount of discount and the dates. I am a rouge, so it does start on November 11th for me. I have been going through my Sephora items to see what I would recommend for you. And of course, I have my own wish list together. I have a full face of Sephora makeup on today. So if you want to hear my thoughts, just keep watching. I do have a Sephora playlist that I will have at the end of this video if you want to see some other recommendations. I tried not to have too many repetitive items, although there are a couple. I can't help it. Some that I love, I have loved for a long time, and I will continue to love. I started with the Sephora Collection Brow Pencil. I have recommended this over and over and over again. It is a nice slim brow pencil, and for the entirety of the Sephora sale, they put the Sephora collection items at 30% off. You will see more than one Sephora collection item in this recommendations video. This one is great. This is in the shade medium brown. It's got the spoolie, it's got the tiny micro tip on it. I really enjoy it and will continue to buy it. I'm sure I'll be picking more up during the sale. On my face, I used the One Size Oil Sucker Extreme Mattifying Alkaline Primer. I really am enjoying this primer. This is newer to my collection and it seems to really do a nice job of smoothing my pores, keeping the oil away, elongating my makeup. It seems to do all the things. I even like how tight it makes my face feel. Make sure you follow the directions. You are to apply minimally and then be expressionless for 3 minutes. I like it. The eyeshadow primer that I used was the Sephora Collection A Boost and Lock 12-Hour Wear Eyeshadow Primer. Nothing super special about this, but the packaging is nice, and when you take that 30% off, it is more affordable than a lot of the drugstore brands. I'm going to continue with the eyes, and I did grab a couple of eyeshadow palette recommendations for you. The first one you may have seen before. I may have recommended this in my last recommendations video, and I will continue to recommend it. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. This is my most beautiful matte palette that I own. It is magical. The cream shadows I like to use more as like an outer corner base. I don't love it all over my eyelids, but I do use these. But these shades here are fabulous. I love that on the bottom is the cool tones, on the top is the warm tones, which obviously you could mix and match. I love a palette that has a black and a white. This is worth the splurge. The other one that I will mention is new to my collection. I believe I got this in September and I have a hard time not using it every day. It is the DANESSA MYRICKS Lightwork 6 Freedom Palette. I have done some shorts with this. I have done a dedicated video with this. It is just stunning. This palette is so super versatile. It's got the blues and purples, it's got the pink area, it's got the green and orange area, but they're all multi-duochrome beautifulness. And then each one of these 6 pans comes out of the palette and they magnetize to each other. You can see this is magnetized to itself. It does come with a little travel bag. I forgot to bring it in here, but it's just a pretty black leather-like bag that says DANESSA MYRICKS on the front. And then this part right here, it was on this, comes off. It's your mirror and it clicks right on there as well. So I don't know why I don't have it like this in my drawer, because this is a little easier than this big palette. You can use it like this. You can use it in here. This is magnetized. These shadows in here each also come out, so you could build your own favorite 6 pans if you wanted. Let me just give you a taste of one of them. Here is the like greenish orange palette. There's just 3 of the shades. I mean, I've never experienced shadows like this. I know it's pricey. It's just gorgeous though. It's one of my favorite palettes I've ever owned. And you know a recommendations video could not go by without me discussing Natasha Denona. One of my tippy top favorite eyeshadow formulas. I've even named my car Natasha. In my app, it's called Tasha. So here are two that I grabbed that are newer. This one is the Golden palette, and this one is the I Need a Warm. We'll take a peek at the Golden palette first. It's just stunning. You've got your gold shades, you've got some pretty bronzes, you've got some creams. It's just a silky, soft, beautiful, creamy formula that blends like a dream. Natasha does not let me down. And then on my eyes today, I have this I Need a Warm palette. I started with Ripe in my crease. I love Flashover. It's like a creamy matte, so that I put in my outer corner. I added a little bit of Pep right here, again to deepen that outer corner. Then I love this Dynamism. I put that right next to that deepest shade. And then one of my favorite shimmers is this one here, Homey. It's just so pretty. It's got a nice shine to it. I have the Dynamism on the bottom with the Flashover on the outer corner. Beautiful everyday palette. And if you are looking for a cool toned, I Need a Nude is probably my favorite palette that she's ever made. For liner, I will recommend this Sephora Collection retractable eyeliner. I really like this twist up black liner. I believe it comes in other colors as well. There's also a sharpener and a smudger on the other side. It's just a good, solid, drugstore priced liner that'll be even more inexpensive during the sale. For mascara, I struggled with this one because I thought it's not worth it to buy a high-end mascara. Drugstore has so many good ones. However, I have stumbled across some fabulous mascaras at Sephora, and if you want to get them, during the sale would be the time. The one that I have on today is this one, this Benefit Fan Fest. This is a backup. I just opened this today, and this is a beautiful mascara. I really like the way that it builds volume. There's something magical about the formula, and the brush I'm able to get into the innermost corners. It really does fan out the lashes, and then I take my time and can build them thicker and thicker without looking clumpy. I love this mascara. Other ones that I just wanted to shout out, I've always loved the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. The Sephora collection, love the lift. I just gave my backup to my mother. She needed a new mascara and she's enjoying it very much. I did even see a gift set from Sephora collection that will have 3 of their brand mascaras, and I like all 3 of those. The last one I wanted to mention is the One Size, the Fantasize mascara. I fell in love with that last year. So good. And some of them have minis. Get the mini if you don't want to commit to the big one. On to the face. I have recommended this before. I will recommend it again. This is one of my tippy top favorite foundations. This is the Dior Forever Matte. I have mine in the 2.5N. This is transfer proof, 24-hour high perfection foundation. It does have SPF 15 in it. Of course, I still wear sunscreen under it. I adore this foundation. It just perfects my skin like nothing else. I like the smell. It is slightly fragrance, but I enjoy that Dior scent. It is beautiful. The other foundation type product that I wanted to mention, and I did put a little bit on my face today, is this one from DANESSA MYRICKS. This is her Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I have discussed this many times on my channel. My favorite is my shade 3. I also have it in the translucent. I use this as a very light coverage foundation on good skin days or days that I want to use a concealer just to spot cover up. You can also set your makeup with this blurring balm. It really is kind of magical, all the things that it does. Today, I just took a little puff, tapped in there, and just went like this. And it really blurs and does some great things to your skin. It's got oxalate in it, which is fantastic for oily skin. My only advice is to go thin and build. You do not want to go too heavy with this product, or any product for that matter. This I will always recommend this. Under the eyes, I love this DANESSA MYRICKS concealer. You're going to see a few DANESSA MYRICKS in here. Apparently I am a DANESSA MYRICKS big time fan at this point. But this year I tried the Lift and Flex concealer. It is fabulous. It is skin-like. It has good coverage. I can use it without a corrector. It gives me the coverage that I want for the minimal amount that I want to use because of my mature dry under eyes. This does a great job, and then this shade is really good for me. This shade 6, I can use it under my eyes and I can use it anywhere on my face. I have absolutely used these two together, this under my eyes and spot and this all over my face. I like it. It is still a DANESSA MYRICKS party because to set my under eyes, I adore this powder. It is the Evolution powder. I was so lucky. I got this in BoxyCharm. I'm not sure I would have tried it. I have too many powders in my collection and I got it because it was one of my choices. This pink powder is my favorite. The Givenchy was my favorite under eye setting powder. Unfortunately, they have reformulated and it is no longer the blurring powder that it was, at least according to who I trust on social media. But this one has replaced the Givenchy. I adore this powder. I love setting under my eyes with this powder. It is so thin, it is so blurring, and it is, I believe, $25, which is not even that bad. That is not a luxury price, and you get a good amount. For cream bronzer, I do love the Sephora collection. You've seen me talk about that one before, but number one is going to have to be the LYS. I now own this in 2 shades. Today I decided to use it in Harmony. It's just so easy to blend. It is a lovely formula. It stays on all day. It is beautiful. Find your shade, give this a try. I don't love putting it on my face like I used to. Right now I am more into a fluffy brush into it and then tapping and taking my time and blending it out. But it is so good. Back to DANESSA for the blush. I have had Rosé and Brunch for a while. This is her Yummy Skin Blurring Blush. Has Upsolate in it, very long lasting. It is a cream to powder formula. And then I just recently got this new shade, which is Jubilee. Let me swatch them for you in case you are interested in picking these up because they really are lovely. This one is Rosé and Brunch, which is a more neutral pink. And then this one is my newest one and the one that I have on today, which is Jubilee, which is a bit warmer, but they just feel like silk going on your skin. I like to use a fluffy brush and go in light-handed, and it's just stunning. I wanted to shout out a couple more Sephora collection items that I'm wearing today. I took this contour powder. It's funny, they've repackaged this 3 times and I've purchased it 3 times because I just love these powders. This one is in the shade light to medium and it is pretty cool toned. I used it today to just do a little bit of contouring on my cheeks and on my forehead. And then the colorful blushes. This is the shade Trust Yourself. It is a nice popping pink. I wasn't sure if this would go with my look, but I put just a little on the apples of my cheeks. And this is really nice. I do recommend finding a shade and trying it out. Another powder that I like on my face that I have recommended before is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder. I have this in the pink and I also have this in Pound Cake. The pink is a little bit of a regret because I don't love this under my eyes. I find this a little more drying, which is wonderful for my oily skin, but not wonderful for under my eyes. I still use the pink sometimes all over my face or really, really sparingly under my eyes, but the Pound Cake is the one that I reach for more. And just a great choice if you have a lot of blurring to do or you are really oily. I may have gotten this out of order, but at one point my lips felt dry and I threw some of the Fenty Gloss Balm on. I still stand behind this being one of the best glosses that you can purchase. This one is the Hot Chocolate. I love the Fenty Ice if you like that minty feel on your lips. The other lip product, as far as a gloss or lip oil, I do really like the Dior as well. I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere, but I'll pop up a picture. I have a nudie brown sort of shade in that, and when I'm feeling extra fancy, I do like to pull that out and put it on. Let's go back to the brows and back to the Sephora collection. This is their Shape and Set Clear Brow Gel. I like this. I've liked it for a long time. It has a neat wand that one side has bigger bristles, the other one's a little flatter in the event you wanted to flatten out the brows. It really does a great job holding. It doesn't leave any residue in my brows, and they are not too crunchy. They just feel a little on the firm side. And if you're wondering what's on my lips, I was laughing looking at my Sephora playlist, and I have a red lip often because I always recommend the Sephora collection. This is their liquid lip stain. Now, I will be honest and tell you that the name annoys me. This does not stain your lips. I actually wish that it did. What this is a fabulous liquid lipstick. And they have a million different shades. I have at least 5 in my stash. I have some in my purse. I have some in my drawer, but my number one recommendation for a nice cool toned red that's going to make your teeth look whiter, that is easy to apply. I have no lip liner on with this today, is this one right here. I believe it's the 01 Always Red. This is my go-to when I drink my water. It's not all over my water bottle. Very long lasting, wears off nicely. It's even a good layering lipstick. If I do lose the inside a little bit, it is easy to put it on. It doesn't get chunky, bunchy. It's just the best liquid lipstick formula I think you can buy. And the last product that is on my face, of course, I'm recommending this One Size on Till Dawn. It's the best. It smells like perfume. You have to hold your breath. Those are the negatives. The positives is that it locks in your makeup. It helps with oil control. It dries immediately. I don't know how many times I will spritz my face and then have to sit here for 30 seconds with a fan. This dries immediately. I love it. Now, let's get into my wish list. I would like to try the Sephora collection Reveal the Real 12-Hour Soft Radiant Skin Tint. I've been reading reviews. I haven't heard a lot of chat about this on YouTube. I want to try it. I've had good luck with Sephora collection products. I'd like to try this one. Sephora collection also has the amazing eyeshadow palette. It looks huge. I've had some good luck with Sephora collection eyeshadows. Looks like a lot of different options with the neutrals, with the pinks, with the warms. I think I'm gonna have fun playing with that. I have the One Size Turn Up the Base Full Beat Waterproof Liquid Foundation in my wish list. I don't know if I'll pick it up, but I'm very curious. I've been having a good time with some One Size products. I feel like it might be worth a shot. His other foundation looked too thick for me. This one might just work, and at $44, I'd like to get a discount. I have the Kosas Mini Blush is Life Trio in here. That looks beautiful. I've heard some good things about that. The Huda Beauty Icy Nude Eyeshadow Palette. Talk me out of it, because I did not like the Mercury Retrograde. I have disliked more Huda palettes than I have liked. Am I gonna like this one? I'm so drawn to the color story. It actually reminds me of the I Need a Nude. I just would be curious about comparing. I'm really drawn to it. At $69, do I need that? Natasha Roxa palette. I am leaning more no against that palette. I love Natasha. I just don't love pink shadows. And I know this is supposed to be a purple palette. To me, it looks more pink. I don't want to look sick. I'm very fussy about the tones of pink that I like on my eyes. I have her retro palette, and I think that is a beautiful mauve palette that looks nice on my eyes. Do I reach for it all the time? No, but I'm still glad that I own it. So do I need Roxa? Probably not. The Cali Ray Blurry Blush Pore Minimizing Cream Blush. I saw Rose and Ben, I think is her name, playing with these blushes, and they just looked beautiful. I would like to try that. I do like a few products from Cali Ray. Kulfi has their Zari Eyes Long Lasting Crease Proof Cream Eyeshadow. My friend Clara was playing with the Sona Sona shade and sold me on it. I really love a good glitter shadow. I also love the lip stain from Kulfi. I'll add that to my recommendations list. It's one of my favorite lip stains because it's brown. It's a nudie brown and actually lasts on my lips. And that is everything. I hope this was helpful. I would love to hear your thoughts about what you are interested in picking up during the Sephora sale. Will you be picking anything up? If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload videos on Mondays and Saturdays. give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I of course will list and link all of the products that I discussed today. Some are affiliate links, so if you choose to shop through those links, I make a small commission, and I want to thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I thank you for spending some of your precious time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.